So good morning guys, so this vehicle was brought into my office this morning. The client was complaining that the car doesn't rev, it doesn't move above 40 kilometers per hour. The engine doesn't rev. So we ran the scan on it and there was not a single code, and we actually revved the car so that it wasn't revving. So I'm going to take you guys inside to see what's happening. So now this is a cold start, and as you can see there's no check engine light on the dashboard. Now I want you guys to listen to the engine while I try to see the cold start. Now listen to the engine. You can see how it's struggling to. It's not going beyond 3,000 rpm, not going beyond 4,000 rpm, no matter what we do to it. And we ran a scan on it. There was no codes. And so let me take you guys along to see for stored code again. You can see no codes are stored in this model. You're going to check in for pending codes. You can see no codes too, and permanent codes too. There's no permanent codes stored, so there's virtually no code stored on this system. And I'm going to be doing a live data stream to see the fuel trim, to see if we have like a fuel pump issue or something. Before the guy came here, he said he had changed his fuel pump, spark plug, coils. He said he had changed the airflow meter and all, and still to no avail before he came to my office. And we can look at the fuel trim here. DTC count is 0, and let me check if we can get a fuel trim data on this. So now this is a live data stream on the engine management system, and you can see there's no codes, and the fuel trim here is right within spec. We don't have a fuel problem. In fact, we're having over delivery of fuel here. As you can see, it's on minus there. You can see the engine is not going above. You can see how it's struggling to rev. But I'm going to show you guys something that I usually do when I'm diagnosing this kind of faults. The MAF is giving me 4.2 at 800, and you can see the MAF is still responding, although at 4.3 grams on a 2.7 liter engine at 800 rpm is quite high. But I doubt my problem is the MAF, because the MAF wouldn't be like this. Let me show you guys what I would do. So on diagnosing this kind of vehicles, we've checked out for fuel. Fuel is fine. The air intake system is not clogged. We've checked out for spark. The sparks are working fine. You can see he had replaced the cords and the new ones that he replaced. We've checked for timing. It doesn't have a timing issue. Now the thing that we have to check for is compression. If it's having a compression issue, if we're having a misfire, it doesn't have a compression issue, then I think the only thing we might be having here is a restricted exhaust flow. So we'll be taking out this oxygen sensor to see if it improves our RPM response. So taking out this oxygen sensor now to give the exhaust an extra output to see if the car would rev. If it does rev after taking out the oxygen sensor, then I think we have a restricted exhaust or a clogged catalytic converter. So we've taken out the oxygen sensor. That's it over there. So there is an open space here for the car to actually breathe out. So I'll be taking you guys again. We'll rev the car and see if there is an improvement. Now you can see the short-term fuel trim is giving me no good data, because the oxygen sensor that's responsible for watching that is out. And you can see my MAF now, it's way high because of my RPM. And let me show you guys now what it does with the exhaust flow open. You can see that it's flowing better now. You can see it getting to 4. If I want it to get even to 5, you can see that. So I think we have a restricted exhaust flow here on this car. We have a restricted exhaust flow. I'm still not comfortable with this airflow meter reading. I'm not comfortable with it. I'll get a known good airflow meter, have it replaced, and see if we have an adjustment in these parameters. Lose the airflow meter. So I think I'm trying to replace this airflow meter now with a known good one that I took out of that car there, and we'll see if there is an improvement with the airflow meter parameters. And you can see that with the exhaust oxygen sensor taken out, we have improvement with the RPM. Although I have somebody check the back there to see, as I was revving the car, if it was responding behind there, and he said no, it wasn't responding. So to test which of the catalysts is clogged, whether it's this one, the pre-cat, or the post-cat that is clogged, I would have it loosed at the middle down there. If we lose it at the middle down there and there is improvement, then we would know that okay, it's the post-cat that is clogged. But if there is no improvement, then we know that the pre-cat is the one that is actually clogged. And we can actually take out the catalyst and also test it to see. Or would have this oxygen sensor now tied back to see if there is an improvement with the airflow meter. parameters after I replace it. So I have put a known good airflow meter in this system, and at idle 600 rpm I should be getting around it's quite impressive, but it still should come down. It should be around the engine capacity. Around 2.7 is what I should be getting here on this MAF air intake. It's going around 3. So since this is another airflow meter, it's very not possible that 2 airflow meters are bad. So I'll be checking to see if we have any air leaks. And all this looks fine, except for this guy that has lost his clip on that. Okay, we have a broken hose here. I would have it taped up and see if we have improvement here. So I've had it taped up. I'm going to be inserting it in, and we'll see if we would have an improvement with the airflow reading. Yep, with that airflow system properly tied and sealed from external air, you can see that the mass airflow system is giving us close to the engine capacity, which is a 2.7 liters engine. You can see that's 2.8, 2.6 is within that range. So we don't have a problem with the airflow meters. I think we only have a problem with, you can see, the exhaust flow. So let's check to confirm which of the catalysts is blocked. So we've had the exhaust loosed out. You can see this is it. I've already taken out this one here. So let's see if we can see inside. And that's it. Wow, this car is without a catalyst here. So definitely we should see an improvement. I think they've knocked off this catalyst on this car. There is no catalyst inside this car, so there is a high chance that restriction might not be from here. I don't know if it's visible for you guys to see. You can see there is no catalyst on this car. There is no catalyst inside. You can see here, that's it over there. It's an empty vehicle, so our restriction might be from the postcard over there. But let me start this car and rev it, and we'll see if there is an improvement here. So the car is started up now, and let's see what we have here. See, yes, the 5,000 rpm. You can see that. So I think our problem is a restricted exhaust flow. Now we just need to detect which place the restriction is from, and my client is going to be getting this up catalyst and probably the down one too. So that's pretty much the problem of the car. We'll try to get the center catalyst out to see if it's the cause of the restriction. So we've taken out the postcard now. Bring it up. This is all we have. I don't know if it's visible for you guys to see, but then you can see inside there. There is a catalyst inside here, and it does seem. So I've chopped off on one part, and I believe this is our problem here. This guy might be the one that is restricted. Let me see if anything will pour out, and you can see particles coming out. Come shake it for me. You can see particles coming out. So these particles must have, you can see those particles there. These particles must have clogged this catalyst. So we might need to get another catalytic converter. But another way we can use to know if this catalyst is blocked is pouring water into the system to see how fast the water comes out the other end. I just placed order for a complete set of catalysts, and the up and the down. You can see I also seized the opportunity to get the sensor alongside, because I was noticing a funny pattern on that sensor. You can see this is the catalyst, and you can see it's all fresh and new, and this is the other one inside here, fresh and new. So I got this one complete with nets here. You can see the other one was not having a net, so we'll be installing it now with all the parkings and the rest, and we'll see how the car performs. This is the new catalyst I just got, and this is the old one here. And I want to show you guys that one is clogged while the other one is free. By filling both with water, it's okay like that. It's okay. Fill this other one, then we'll see this one is already coming out here. But you see the rate at which water comes out. Now raise that one up. Let's see which one comes out quicker. You can see how this one is coming out. Everything comes out. But look at how this one is coming out. Alright, raise it up. You can see how it's dropping. You can see how that one is dropping. Now fill this one, raise this one up and fill it with water. Let them be side by side. So you would see, fill the old one. Fill the old one. You can see it's filling it. I can see how the water is coming out. See how the water is coming out. You can see how it's dropping. Now fill the new one. Fill the new one. You can see how it's pouring out. So it's a very good evidence that the old one is clogged. Now turn this one upside down back. You can see water comes out, right? Now turn this one upside down. You can see nothing comes out. So that's it. Our diagnosis is very clear. So I've taken out the whole exhaust system, and you can see that this one is a new system here. I used the old one there. Then I got the initial people that worked on this car actually changed this guy, so I got another extension for it. I'll be placing back here. So I'll be having that set and putting them together. Putting in the other catalyst now, and we've applied silicone to that edge there. It sits. So mounting it now, and like I said, I'll be constructing this pipe here to sit here. I already started cutting it with my angle grinder, and I have it set underneath there. So now we've installed the catalyst. This is the pre-cut, the up one. Then this is the post-cut that's under here. We've had it installed right here. Under that's post-cut. I'm gonna have the car started, but the reason why I've not installed this is because this is the original tip here, and you can see it's not matching. So I need to set this one, mark it up, then we know where to set this one to. But I'm going to start this car and we'll see if it revs up. So this is the first start of the day, and you can see the car is revving. I would have the car warm up first. Once it warms up, then I'm going to try to rev it. So you can see all this smoke coming out of the exhaust. This is the oil hand and gums and all those paintings getting dried up on it. I'll have it warmed up and I'll rev the car, and then we'll see that it's going to rev. Then we'll know that our problem is solved. We should just have this guy connected, and our car is going to be silent and quieter than before, and fuel economy is going to drop way. Fuel economy is going to be going up. Fuel consumption is going to drop down. Now this is the car after warm up. I want to show you guys how it revs now. It's even going above 5,000 RPM this time around. So car revs fine now. It's for us to assemble that pipe and everything is fine. So we are done assembling the car now, and this is what it sounds like now. As it gets to 6,000 RPM, initially it wasn't going above 5,000 RPM. So the rear port isn't a matching type, but that would be something we'll do later on. So you can see the engine and all will be washed later on. You can see the car revving perfectly fine. The movement is now okay. Thank you guys for watching.